Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bizchicks TV. This is the place to be for tips, tools, strategies, everything that you need to run a profitable business and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Today is Tuesday. The Digital Diva is in the house. Terry Johnson, online from New York City, is here to help us uncover customer needs. Okay, come on, y'all. You know we need this. So, sit back, relax, get a pen, get a paper, and let's talk some digital strategies and some things that we need to do to take better care of our customers and discover what they really need. You ready? All right, everybody watching live and on the replay, welcome. Let's go.
Hey everybody, how are you doing today? We are, glad to be here again talking about marketing strategies and topics and things going on because it's still volatile. And one of the things that's making it that way is Twitter. I don't know why, because everybody wasn't thinking about it before, but now it's like, oh, well, what are we going to do? And I don't know what. I'm like, okay, we're going to work through it. And my thought is always that we want to be platform independent. Like, we don't want to depend on Facebook going down, Twitter going down, Instagram going down, different things like that. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I had my notes open. I have my notes open. I need those. So that's what we're here today to talk about. So I always say we use social media as a platform to get our message across, to get attention, and wherever your audience is, do the work to find out where they are and be there. That doesn't mean you have to be on every single platform that's available. That's not a recipe for success as a business owner, because your commodity is time. And if you need to grow your audience, we always talk about is time or money. So either invest your time where you're here to find out, but where do I, how do I make this simple and refine it so it doesn't, make me crazy trying to keep up with everything? Or you pay somebody within your budget and say, here, let the expert handle it. So I always say time or money. So if we're talking about time here, we need to look at the things that we need to focus on. And one of them is understanding your audience. Why? Because that helps you create content that reaches them, that saves you time on trying to doing things that don't work. Also following people that are on the influencer track. I talk about that a lot here, that a lot of the advice and things I see online are for influencers. There's nothing wrong with that, but those people are trying to get a brand deal with a corporation or a brand. That's how they get their
Yeah.
money. And then I'm going to really say now, influencer market, influencers and content creators, y'all need to be careful, because, inflation and recession talk means that a corporation will, the first thing they're going to cut is they're going to cut people, and they're going to cut their advertising budget, which means the brand deal that they have with you. So again, everybody needs to watch these things and be careful. So that's mainly why we're here, talking about what we're talking about today. And we're talking about uncovering customer needs,
Right.
because that
Okay.
ties into what I just said. We need to have a streamlined, easy, simple way to say, how do I make content that reaches my audience, puts them in the customer journey, and buys from my business at the end? Because that's our goal, to get revenue, to get sales,
Right.
right?
Because if I heard you correctly, if I take care of my customer needs, my needs are going to be taken care of. Instead
Mhm,
of me
mhm.
running around trying to be viral or whatever, the customers that I have, I
Right,
need to take care of them.
right. Oh, I hate that word viral. Every time I hear viral, it makes my skin crawl, because, and especially if a client comes to me, they want to go viral. I'm like, well, we don't use that word here. Viral is nothing but a flash in the pan, lightning striking. Do you ever hear lightning striking in the same place twice? Well, that's what viral is. We're talking about the slow and steady growth. And I don't know why people don't want to do this. They want microwave solutions. They want boom. I always bring up people like Beyonce and Paul McCartney, people that are stars, celebrity like that, longevity, Michael Jackson, any of those people you want to put in there, they did not start out being a superstar. Not even, you thinking like the Beatles, Paul McCartney. They started out as little kids, doing music in the garage and building, and then they become a celebrity, a superstar, whoever you have you, after they put in the hard work. You have to put hard work into everything. So I don't understand why. I mean, I do understand because it's like social media. People think it's instant. It's an ATM machine. You just put your card in and the money just spits out. That's not how it works. It seems like that. It's an illusion. So we're
Mm-mm.
here to break the illusion and to tell you that it's hard work for everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody. Now you had the people that buy bots and okay, yeah, buy a bot. But when Instagram or Facebook or whoever they changed their algorithm, which Instagram did that a few weeks ago, and people were like, "What happened?" Well, that's because they're shaking the bad apples off the tree. They don't want that. So when
Because
you're buying bots, you just wasting your money.
because the bots can't interact with you. They're not, they're not buying anything. They're just there. They're just taking up space.
That's why they call it vanity metrics because it looks good. I got this many followers. I got 10,000 followers, 100,000 followers. That's great organically if you grew that.
Right.
If you
And
grew
there
that.
are some people who have grown to those numbers
Mhm.
where they
Mhm.
have millions of followers or whatever, but they grew them over a period of time. When we
Mhm.
talk about Gary Vaynerchuk a lot around here, how long was it when he was doing the wine library? A
He will tell
long
you. Yeah,
time
he will
ago.
tell you. Early 2000s, maybe. He started on YouTube with zero. I think he's got 2-3 million followers now. But what did he do? He's not a special person. He just has the ear of people. But what he did, and he constantly says over and over and over, he puts in the work of putting the content out. But it's not just putting anything out. It's to say, hey, this is of value. So that's all we say. Talk about where do we get the value? It's really easy to find. There are
Yeah,
so many free tools. You don't have to spend a lot of money.
no, he uncovers customer needs. He uncovered what the customer needed way back in the day when he was working in the in
Yeah, in
his
the wine store.
father's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wine library, which was his story. Is his father bought a liquor store and they turned it in. He had the vision to turn it into something more.
Hmm.
And like I said, he's not a miracle worker, special person. People go, oh, well, he's the oracle. He knows what's coming. No, he pays attention. And most people don't do that because you're paying attention to other things. He's singular in that he will tell you in a minute. This is what I love to do. I wake up and I go blah blah blah. And he does that constantly. And people go ask him why or how can he do that? He says because this is what I want to do. I enjoy it. So it's not a chore to him. So creating content is chores to other people because that's not the thing they want to do.
Very good.
They don't want to do
Very
that.
good.
I mean, I'll put myself in here for a minute. I've always looked at research and content and looking at things. Even when I worked with the advertising agency that I did, even when I worked with the government, that was my job was to get the answer. So how do I get the answer? That means I have to constantly be reading and searching things on topics that I know that okay, I'm here doing the job. This is going to come up. Let me go look at it, or I know the sources to find and I read the blogs and I did this and that. So that's how it comes naturally to me, just finding it. I know it doesn't come naturally to a lot of people, but that's why you're here. Because I'm
Right.
bringing you the topic.
Yes, because we bring you the stuff that you don't have to go dig for.
You don't have to find this. You don't have to
Mm-mm.
endlessly go and find out what's going on with Twitter and Elon Musk. I'm doing that. And I come here and I tell you, after I read this article, I heard that the government is doing this, da, 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 da. And it's easy to find the little bits and pieces because I'm looking at it every day. So you don't have to do that. And I know people don't want to do that. I understand that. But that was always my job was to find the answer.
Right. and then we take what TJ gives us and we go apply in our business. We make the moves that we need to move. We make the moves that we need to make our business better.
Right.
We set ourselves up
Right.
on whatever platform. One thing people are really probably relieved to hear is that you don't need to be on every platform.
No, I don't know where that came from. It's, I mean, I kind of know human behavior wise why, but it's like, okay, you don't have to work yourself into a frenzy. If you were never on Twitter and all this talk about Twitter, you don't even have to think about it.
No.
You don't have to. Is this a place for conversation that was really simple? The place for conversation, there will always be conversation. We just have to find out where it is. And then you go, well, I don't know. Well, then you come here and then we talk about it and you decide what you want to do. So
Yep.
this is all just advice from us following things and knowing and just experience.
Right. So once you identified your customer, find out where they like to hang out, be there with
Mhm.
them.
Mhm. Mhm.
And the only thing we would tell you is get your name on everything
Mhm.
just so
Yeah.
you have it. But
Just be
other than that,
ready.
yeah,
Be
don't mean
ready.
that you have to be over there interacting.
And we talked about that with TikTok because we were talking before TikTok blew up. We were talking about it all the time, and I always said, "Go over there and get your handle, your brand name." And it was like, "Oh, it's chance and teenagers. I don't want to be over there." Well, here we are, so many years later. It's like, well, everybody's there, and you don't have to dance. You don't have to do the things that people are doing. So
Mhm.
that's we talked about it. But let's get back to this the customer needs and how you find it out. And I always say we use the free until we want to pay. Why? Because it's better on your budget. And
Yeah.
free, they're excellent free tools. One of them is Google. Now I'm not saying Google is the greatest thing and oh they're spying on everybody's spying. If you're using a phone, if you're on a computer, they can see everything that you type. Did you know that? So Google doesn't scare me. TikTok didn't scare me because we were talking about TikTok in China way before, and I was like, I'm not afraid of it. But now it's just like, okay, so do we want to be there? Yeah, for now until they shut it down. Just be careful about what you share and what what kind of data you give them. Hey,
Right.
Tachi.
Hey.
So I talk about Google. So this and we've been talking lately about okay, looking at YouTube more. Last time we talked about the social media demographics like age and some of the interests and things. And then one of the things we brought up was answer specific questions. And it's easy to say that answer specific questions. And we said that and we went on. But now we're going to talk about the questions. Where do you find them? How do you know what to ask? Google.
Mhm. Yep.
Google has been there quietly and not so quietly gathering data because that's what Google was, a search engine. And what did you put in? Data. And Google was storing it and analyzing it and putting it together and making that algorithm work better to give you the results you want. That's Google's thing. They want to give you what you want because you're typing in stuff. Now, there's a lot of talk about people searching for stuff on TikTok. Yes, that is true in a certain demographic, Gen Z mostly, but we're still using Google. And then there's other engines, Bing. If you like Bing or any of the others, that's fine. You can use those. But Google is kind of like the top dog. So when you're talking about answering specific questions, that's you want to meet an audience, a customer's needs of what are they pain points specifically. Pain points, and let me give you the definition because I always like to do that. So customer pain points are a specific problem that customers or prospective customers of your business are experiencing in your business market or niche. So it's not even about customers, it's perspective they could become customers. That's your target audience. That's the people that
Right.
follow you wherever you are, and they're looking at you and they're not interacting, they're not saying anything, and you go, "Oh man, I post content all the time, and nobody puts any comments or says anything." They're there. It's called lurking. They're not ready, but you want to be ready when they're ready. So you give them the content, and you answer specific questions, and you find those questions on Google. Google. It's real simple. Google.
It
Now there's some
really
other
is.
tools. There's some other tools, but I like Google. So
I,
let me give you some of the other tools first, so you don't go, okay, well, not answer. Answer the public is one. There's lots. Answer the public. Uber suggests. There's a couple of there's one I was using called keyword.io, I think. But there's a couple. There's some SEO tools. Ahrefs, Ahrefs, Ahref. I'm thinking off my head because I didn't put these on the list. There's another one. And I follow them on Twitter. SEO something.
but you know what? Google's the easiest because we know
Yes,
it. I mean, yes, you can do those other things, and it's going to take you maybe a little work to figure out how they work.
and
But
they're paid
Google,
too. You have to pay to use those.
yeah, and but Google has a little search thing right there for you
Let me see. I am
to
not.
make
I
it work.
cannot get. It's SEO something. I follow him on SEM Rush. That's it. SEM Rush. That's the other one. But there's tons of them. So you could put in Answer the Public or SEM Rush and say similar to and all of that, and you will find paid tools. But I like to use Google. Why? Because it's free. I like to use Twitter. Why? Because it's free. I'm not saying I don't want to spend money, but I'm like, why should you as a business owner put that money somewhere else?
Right.
So Google is one of those. So let's talk about it a little bit. Oh, let me bring up, I wanted to show you what the answer to public looks like. So you can see what we're talking about the questions. Okay, let me get this. All right, so this is answer to public. It was answer to public, but this guy Neil Patel, he's a big SEO content guy. He bought it, and it
Oh,
used
so
to be free.
yeah, because I'm like that don't look like the dude because
Mm-mm.
it used to have a
He
little
bought it.
robot.
See his face? That's
Yeah,
him, Neil Patel.
right. It used to have a little robot on there and some other
Hmm.
stuff. That it
No,
ain't
he
like that
bought
anymore.
it. No, he bought it,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
now you have to pay.
Mm.
So again, and they give you some free searches. I think I saw in here it's somewhere it's like, oh, you get free searches, and then you see the upgrade to pro. But what it is, discover what people are asking about, and then you put in one or two words, and then you know United States with there English, and then you search. So it says get instant raw search insights direct from the minds of your customer. There are 3 billion Google searches every day, and 20% of those have never been seen before. They're like a direct line to your customer's thoughts. So they've got examples like how do I remove a paper jam? How do I do this? How do I do that? So this is one of it. And then when it brings it back, it brings the questions in like a circle, and then there's a connection of why, how, or which. Like those are the words that it starts with. So this was a big popular tool, but it was bought in the last few years by Neil Patel, and he is a businessman. So he's like, you guys gotta pay. We give you some free searches.
Hmm.
I forgot where it said, but it used to be free. You're right. Let me go to prices. He hid the prices.
If you hit the upgrade, you'll
Yeah, let me
probably
go.
get
Yeah,
them.
let me go there. Oh, here we go. $99 a month. This should be a free tool. So
Hmm.
they give you free searches over 500K a month where you can try run and swipe a few content ideas on us, but you're limited based on traffic. So this is it. He's in the business of okay, he's making money, and I'm not mad with him.
Not
So
mad at
again,
all.
free tools. That's why I say use free while they're free. But we're going to free. Oh, I'm trying to get my Google in there. Yeah. Here we go. All right, Google this, and I'm out of storage. It's telling me. Okay, I am not buying storage. All right, Google. So this is it. I mean, this is it. So if I go, okay, what do I want to do? And I had some examples I want to show you. How to draw. Let's say you're an illustrator and you want to start a YouTube channel or you want to teach people how to draw, well, what are the questions they're asking? And I've got some tools here that you can see that some of these are paid, so just ignore the stuff on the side. I should have went to another. Let me see if I can bring up I want to bring up an incognito. No, I don't want to bring up an incognito window because then, well, maybe. Let me try that. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, this is good because when I'm working with the YouTube stuff, you put in your search and you
Mm-hmm.
put how to and whatever uh, subject matter you're dealing with.
Right.
Like I put in something about real estate and then how to uh, or what is a CMA or whatever. It gives me all of the questions people were asking, and the number one questions people were asking came up to the top. And so you can formulate your questions based on that to see which ones are going to get top hits.
Right. So if I go, I don't want to go to Google. I want to go there. So let me see. There's some comments. Tasha said she likes Neil Patel and he's very knowledgeable. Yes, he puts out he's like Gary Vaynerchuk. He puts on a lot of content, a lot. So, but he's a businessman, so he bought these tools. Now, if I type in, well, let me show you this first because I'm in an incognito window, which means I'm not signed into my Google account. It keeps asking me to sign in. I'm not. But look, when I clicked in the box, it says trending searches. Trending searches for right now.
Right.
So if you ever want to know what the conversation is right now, you could just click in that little Google box and look what we got. Diesel fuel shortages. Jackson State. There was something happened at one of the schools. Real estate housing market. Seattle Seahawks. There was a game yesterday, Monday Night Football. The Witcher 3. I think is that a TV show?
I think it is on I don't know why I'm going to say Prime, but
I've heard talk on Twitter. So I think it's so snowfall weather. There's some big snowstorm coming. Tom Hardy, 007 James Bond. I guess that's an actor that's being because. So you see how things are here. The Australia Open, Hospital spoilers. General Hospital's a soap. Is that thing still on?
yes, it
Wow.
is.
So, but look at that. And there's a Google Trends. If you want to go and see what's trending, there's Google Trends. But we're really here to do a search. I'm gonna do how to draw. I wanted to come up with all the stuff that I have. All right, so people, what you want to pay attention to is what does Google show us first? Images. Images. I want you to look at that because that's if you have a website. Images is like the biggest way to get some SEO traffic now, but we're gonna put the SEO stuff to the side. But I want you to see the section that says people also ask. People also ask, and also you'll see YouTube. So people that are doing how to draw a teddy bear, how to draw a cute oyster, how to draw YouTube videos are here. But I want you to pay attention to people also ask.
Okay.
These are questions that people are asking. So if I want to do a YouTube channel on how to draw, or if I want to start, making content because I have an online course, so I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I need to start with content. Well, what are the questions people asking? How do you draw for beginners? Can I teach myself to draw? Is learning to draw easy? How do I draw a Roblox? Ooh, that's real niche. Now, when I click on these, there's a video. YouTube video. Let's see the other one. Can I teach myself to draw? Yes, you can teach yourself to draw. This is coming from a website. So somebody answered the question on a blog post. Is learning to draw easy? Somebody answered this on their website. So Google is picking out selections. I forgot what they call this. There's a technical thing how Google does this, and they pull out snippets. So here's a video. And then it gets, look how, as I go down, it gets more niche. How do you teach a 12-year-old to draw? What is the easy drawing style? Can I learn to draw at 40? Why can't I draw anything? What are the 5 basic skills of join? See how this section is giving you ideas based on what people are asking, which means they typed it in Google, which means they have a question.
Right.
And if I could spend all day with this thing. And as I go into it, it's going to pull out sections from either videos and this, if we go how to draw the roadblocks, this is a section out of the video that goes straight to answering the question, which means somebody on YouTube made chapters and titled it how to how do I draw roadblocks, and they have that in there, either the section, the description box under the video, or they have chapters. So that's how Google is pulling this. So this is it. People also ask. So I don't have to pay. I mean, I can, if you want to pay answer the public, you can. I mean, they have it in a nice little graphic fan with the who, what, when, why, and if you want to go into a specific thing and niche it down like that, but it's here. People also ask. So what do we think of this?
I think it's genius because it's an arsenal, that a tool that we are already using. We have Google on everything.
So this, I mean, it can't get any simpler than this. So we said answer specific questions. Here are the specific questions. And all I did was type in how to draw. So you could do how to whatever in your business or niche that you're trying to get the attraction for people. And make it simple. Don't use industry jargon unless that's who you're targeting. If you're targeting people who are experienced and know, they're advanced subjects and they know this and that, then you might want to use jargon, because you're going to get those people that are in the industry of where you are. You're not looking for regular people, customers. You're looking for this. That's more B2B.
Right.
Because B2B is looking business to business. So there will be technical words and jargon and acronyms and things that, you're in the business, so But how this is simple, how to draw. I mean, can it get any simpler?
Nope. I mean, because asking the how to's, or other people, what questions other people are asking, or people also asked, just cuts down a bunch of stuff. You can go in there like, oh,
right.
They had like a few million people wanted to follow that question.
Right, because you want to understand the information that your audience is seeking for. What are they looking for? What are your audience's likes and dislikes? What challenges and what solutions are they looking for? And what are they saying about your brand or your business? You can use that also if you're a big enough business, you'll show up in your Google search based on having a website, being on Instagram. Instagram searches come up in here. Twitter searches come up in here. If you're on YouTube, it comes up. Facebook, I've seen. Yeah,
it comes up too. Your Facebook page will come up.
And Taji says Netflix. Oh, you want me to search for Netflix or net? I'm not getting it. Maybe I'm not getting the Netflix connection commercial. You mean like when you go to Netflix and on the home page it has your interest,
and then they serve up to you,
give you what you want.
You might also like this.
Right.
That's
so
Netflix. Oh, that was for the show.
Oh, for the show. Okay. Oh, the Watcher.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Yes.
Because I go to Netflix, I watch 1 or 2 things and I leave. Even though they suggest things, I'm like, I'm out of here. I don't have time because I get sucked in. But okay, so that was a Netflix show. So I mean, what do we? It's simple. What do we think of that? Tachi says, but Netflix works for that too. Yeah,
it does. because it, what other people are watching this. This is what's trending on Netflix, and you're like, okay,
Right. Another thing I've heard people talk about online is using Amazon and going into Amazon and looking at the comments.
looking at the reviews to find out the pain
Mhm.
points people are having.
Right.
Well,
The
I like it.
reviews, I like this product, but XYZ. They should have, and I see that a lot. Oh, they should have did this. Why doesn't it have that? Same thing with you can do it for anything on Amazon. Books too. Books, if you're an author, you're writing books. Well, oh, I love the point that they did this, but why didn't they address that? That is a intro into people are looking for what they
Right,
want,
right.
and they didn't get it exactly how they wanted it with that product or book on Amazon. So that's and again, if you're on that, that's going to take a lot of time though, because you got to sit there and read the comments, which I mean the reviews. The reviews aren't very long, so it might give you an idea, like, I want to write a book about something. What are the questions that people have about the topic of this book? Go to Amazon, read the reviews, and you'll see
Yes,
what people are
especially
asking.
wondering. Yeah, they'll tell you what, and people love to tell you what's not working,
Yeah,
so
all the
you can find
time,
out.
all the time. So this is like, okay, what do people want? Find out what your audience wants. You can go to Google, you can go to Amazon. We were going to Twitter. You can still go there and see what people are, put in a topic and see what the conversation is. It might be some crazy stuff, but there might be a couple of gems in there. This I'm trying to figure out how you do this on Instagram, and Instagram is not really that kind of place. Instagram is a place where you put reels up and people dancing and pictures and things like that. There's not really people asking a lot of questions unless you're following the right people in your industry, say your competitors. That's where this might work. You follow your competitors and you see what their customers are saying about the product. Like, I love that you did this, but can you add a color? Can you do this? Can you change? And that's your opportunity to go, oh, I'm in the same industry. Let me put out a product or service that fits that need. Finding what the customer wants. So we got Google, we got Amazon, and a little bit of social media with Twitter and Instagram. Now, TikTok, that's a big conversation. There are stuff going on there too. But that's with Gen Z, mostly. Gen Z, a little millennial. Boomers, Gen X, we're sticking with Google. For now. For now. So
Yeah.
what do you think about that topic?
Well, I'm thinking Google's a little easier to maneuver, uh, and again, where's your audience hanging out?
Mm-hmm.
That means that, okay, if my audience is hanging out on TikTok, I need to figure out how to go check out what their trending is on
Right.
TikTok. I
And you
need to figure
use the search feature in TikTok, follow a couple people, look at their videos, look at the comments. There's a lot of conversation going on TikTok. I'm just like, wow. I think it's confusing for people because one is, they think it's teenagers dancing, and two, how do I wade through all of that content? I don't want to sit here and watch a bunch of videos. Well, you can use the search feature on TikTok, um, the search feature or the hashtag, and pick out a couple of people that look like they're talking about something you're interested in, and watch a couple of their videos, look at the comments. And I love the ones that people that on TikTok that they will take a comment and stick it up on their video and talk about the comment. I love that feature.
right. I think this is some good information, and it's going to help me. I always use the things
Good.
TJ talks about because it cuts down on me having to figure that part out when I can
Mhm.
go and
Mhm.
look for the trends. Okay, what are people asking for? Like
Mhm.
with real
Mhm.
estate, okay, wait, a first time home buyer got a lot of questions. So let me just go in there and do what I know to do and answer those questions. I was a first time home buyer, so I need to know. And then what questions are with the increase in the mortgage rate? Now
Right.
what do we do?
And I think it's because people think, well, those questions are so simple. A baby knows that. There's people coming into the industry every day and they don't know anything. So they
Correct.
need to be educated. So your content can educate and it can sell. But you do it by getting the attention, getting them to trust you and having a call to action. Hey, if you want to know more about this or you need a one-to-one, a lot of people need one-to-one hand holding. That's where you come in. That's where the coaches and people who have services are coming in. And you direct them to where you have your offer, whether it's a product or a service. There you have it.
Uncovering
Google.
customer needs.
Google, and it's simple. When you go to google.com, what do you see? You don't see a bunch of stuff. This is the search bar.
And you can put in there literally anything. My mouse
Mm-hmm.
went disconnected on my Mac.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so you can't go and click
Right.
to figure out what I was like, wait, what? Hold on. And I was trying, so I had to go to another computer to
Yeah.
go and type in there how to reconnect my mouse
Mm-hmm.
if the battery died or
Right.
whatever.
If it runs out of, yeah.
Just saying you need to plug it up at nighttime when you not using it. But I had to go and literally search it to find an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Using the continuity camera, I had to search it because we were trying to set up Terry's continuity camera yesterday, and it was working on everything except for Chrome. And we
Right.
were like, what is the problem? What do we do? How to set up the camera on
Mm-hmm.
whatever? And we got an answer. First
Mm-hmm.
video popped up. The guy said, "So your continuity camera is not working on Chrome. Here's what you do." I was like,
Wow. See, look how fast that was.
yeah. Instead of going through all of the motions and stuff, let me just go on here and find it.
Mm-hmm. And this works. This Google, it works for content too. People say, "Well, I need content ideas." People also ask. And then at the bottom of the Google search page, when you go to the bottom, there's suggested searches, which gives you even more information, more insight.
Right.
So it's not hard. Don't make it hard, is what I'm saying. Don't make it hard. You don't have to pay for a tool. You can if you want to. If you like Answer the Public and you go, oh man, now they're making me pay. Well, you could pay. But Google's there. Google's right there with the answer. And then Google says, hey, I know you might like this, you might like that, based on what people have searched for before. So Google is always trying to refine the results so you're satisfied as a user going to find an answer. Whether it's a YouTube video, a blog post, a website, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, it's finding it. It's finding it for you. So use it. And we're not talking about it's perfect. I never say it's perfect. I like using Facebook for business stuff. It's not perfect, but it's good at those business tools that it has for now. Google is good for now. And you're looking at, okay, I need information. I need to know, I need to get into my customer's mind as to what do they want? What are their pain points? What keeps them up at night? Because my business has the solution, but you got to make the connection. And you can do that with an ad, but you have to know what to say in an ad. Because running an ad is not a miracle, the miracle answer. Because if you're not saying the right copy, the right things inside that ad, they're going to just zoom right on by because you're not giving them what they're looking for and what they want, what they need, pain points.
Oh, we're not answering their question.
Understand their needs. Not what your business needs, what they need, what your customer needs. And where does your customer come from? Your target audience, and they are where? Online. Whether it's social media, website, email, whatever, you decide. And you don't have to do all of the things, but do some of the things. Okay?
I
That's
like it. Thank you so much. This was very insightful. Dr. Tachi, thank you for joining us today. And those of you who are watching this replay, thank you. TJ will be back next week. She's going to be bringing us some more. But right now, you got a little homework to do. Go in there and search around and find out what answer your public, answer your customer needs. Find out what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Go check it out. And
Mm-hmm.
then apply some of what you learned today. Then let us know what you did, what worked, what didn't work, and just
Yeah,
so we
let me
know.
know if this. Yeah, let me know. Let us know if this worked for you. I mean,
Yeah,
because Google is always there. It's like people just go. It's like they're trying to find the difficult tool for a problem instead of the one that's right there and easy. I always use that G on my phone. I love it. I go to that G. I'm like, oh, I can tell, I can do voice, I can type in, I can whatever, and it's going to take me where I want to go. And I rarely ever go past the first page. Most people don't in the search engine results page, is what that's called. Most people do not go past the first page. Most people don't even scroll to the bottom. But there's gold in the bottom because there's more, as business owners looking for, okay, what are the questions that my audience has? What are the ideas I can make for content? It's all at the bottom. There's some suggested I think it's called suggested searches. I think it's called.
yeah,
There's a Google calls it something. I can't remember what it is, but it's at the bottom. So the people also ask it at the top, but then at the bottom there's some more stuff there. So
right.
use it.
It's Yeah, I've been using it here lately with iOS 16. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
wait, what happened? Why is this doing this or whatever? And I can go in there and figure some stuff out, even
Mm-hmm.
though the manufacturer of whatever, they put all their stuff out. I'm like, y'all are not helping us through this little glitch right here. So it'll help you do some things that you need to do, help you figure out how you can best serve your clients, and then get to where you want to be. So let's do it. Let's do our homework. And see, when you come here, we want you to go and do these things, practice
Mm-hmm.
it, put it into practice,
Yeah.
play in the sandbox, get a
Play.
little, yeah, go play, get messy.
And you don't have to spend a lot of time. We always say, social media, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 in the afternoon, more if you have time later. Whenever you have time. These devices are supposed to serve us. The Google's supposed to serve us. So make it work for your business.
Yep. Yes, please make it work.
Yeah.
We will be back here tomorrow with Coach Karen. Then Thursday we have Robin with Healthy Habits.
Mhm.
Friday we're going to be talking tech. TJ will be back on Friday,
Yeah.
bringing us some more.
There'll be
Just
more.
let you know.
This week there'll definitely be more.
Yeah, so you might want to buckle up, be prepared with your
Mhm.
seatbelt for
Mhm.
Friday.
Mhm.
But we're going to be back. We enjoy bringing you this content and information just so that you can make better choices in your business. Like Terry, who's will be back tomorrow with Coach Karen says, it's okay to make money in your business.
Mhm.
So go to the front of your own line. And forgot to let you know, become a part of the Bizchicks community. Come on now, y'all. Go to bizchicks.net, sign up. There's no charge to become a part of the community. And when you do join in, we will send you a uh, standard operating procedures for success. Most of you are already successful, but there's some reminders in there. And then you can do it one of two ways. You're going to go to bizchicks.net or bizchicks or text biz to 33777. Either one of those ways that'll get you there. Then we want you to follow Terry Johnson online.
Mhm.
Live. Go to her website. Make sure that you also get on her Discord. I get the notifications of everything regarding social media that she puts out because it has helped me so very much. And so you can go and get on her Discord. It'll give you a little pop-up, and then you can read the articles and stay up to date with what's happening in social media on the go.
I'm trying to put the link. It's info when I put live.
Yes.
It's this one.
Okay. So TJ has put the link in there for you. terryjohnsononline.com/info will get you to her Discord. There are so many things that's happening in the world, and you are in the right place to stay ahead of the curve, to stay on trend, to stay on point. You are in the right place, and we are so thankful that you are here. So, with that, we're going to say thank you so much. And remember to go to the front of your own line, and we will talk to you real soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.